Alrighty, let's go ahead and make a desk grommet. So, first thing that I'm going to do is I went ahead and Googled what the standard grommet size was, and that's about 50 millimeters. So I went ahead and put on a brim of 5 millimeters. And now I'm going to go ahead and edit one of these so that it's going to properly fit what I have in my mind for what a grommet should be. So the way that I'm going to do that is select by color up here. If you don't have that, you can just click down at that little arrow, and then, or no, it's right click, and then you can fuzzy select or select by color. So I just want to go ahead and select this gray right here. I'll hit delete, and then everything that was once gray is now deleted. I'll now select the other gray, delete, anything that was a star, delete, anything that is black, delete, and then 6, delete. And I can't do the white because that would get rid of important stuff that I actually need. So I can see now that I still got some outlines right here. I'm just going to need to clean that up a little bit. So I'm going to go and use my paintbrush tool. And I'm going to go ahead and erase function. How big is my brush? Size 3. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make this a honker right now. Why are you not selecting? Yes. Motivate. Alright, I found out why it wasn't selecting. So, I know this is going to seem very... it was kind of staring me in the face. So this is the select by color, right? So I can only actually paint whatever is selected then. So if I have this as white and I have only the gray selected, then it will only paint in that area in that color. That all makes sense. Okay, so now Control Z, Control Z. So the way that you get around that is just select all, and then you'll be able to work on the drawing as you did before. Now to just make things easier, I'm going to go ahead and go through and just make all of this the exact same. Oh no. Please don't. Oh, it took away everything. No, they took the house, it took the kids. Yeah, so I'm just going to go up here, zoom in a little bit so I don't make mistakes. Because I don't like making mistakes. There we go. Okay. And of course, you know, the zoom in and zoom out function is going to be your control. So control and then drag and drop. And that's all set. Okay, we have the exact same hues of white. No problems there. Now I'm going to delete everything else in here but the white. So I'm going to go ahead and select by color, select this, delete, 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 all this, delete. Okay, and now I need to come through and do some touch-ups with my paintbrush. Now back to making it a, oh my goodness, that's too much of a honker. Good heavens. There we go. Erase. Now I do have these specifically selected, so now I have to select all, and bada bing, bada boom. God. There we go. There we go. Now the reason why we're erasing everything right now is because whenever I convert this, I don't want to have a bunch of itsy bitsy vertices scattered all about. So now how am I going to do? I guess I can go ahead and just round this bottom portion too. Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Now I just zoom in. Alright, need to make this a lot smaller too. Yeah, close enough. Alright. There we go. There we go. There we go. go. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. And that just about does it. So now I'm going to go ahead and export as PNG elk silhouette PNG. Now get me Inkscape. All right, so now I can go ahead and open, and no, not under documents, under pictures. There we go. Okay. I guess I should have made this a different color, huh? Will it still trace? Hey. There you go. Update. It really doesn't like it, does it? Fudge. Okay. Well then, we're going back into GIMP. File open, elk silo open. So now for this, I'm going to go ahead and select the inverse, and I'm only going to select by color, and then I have my black brush. I'm going to go ahead and make that friggin' 200. Oh, that is erase. I want you to be normal. Yes. Yes, perfect. I could have also just used the paint bucket tool, but this is easier. File, save as, elk silo. I want for you to... Oh, wait, no, it's not save as. It's export as. Export as. Yes, there you are. Replace it, because the white one doesn't work. Perfect. Okay. Now, back to Inkscape. Stop, in the name of the Lord. There we are. Quit, okay. Let's go back to Inkscape. There is a more efficient way to do this. I just didn't do that way. There we go. Open, perfect. Okay. Now I have you selected. Now I'm going to trace bitmap. I have you selected, so it should update. Good. I'm going to click OK. And now I have... Jiminy Christmas, why the hell are you so pixelated? Right? I'm not crazy. Oh, come on. Oh. Yeah. This is another weird thing about Inkscape too. If you can't select this box and then you'll be able to select it again. But man alive, that is looking rough on the edges. Right? Shoo! God damn. Alright, what can I do to fix this? Let's see if I can't smooth it out in here. Okay. Path trace bitmap. Let's go ahead and see how it looks. Update. Okay. What does Speckles do? Tell me. What do you do, Speckles? Tell me now. Do you not have a hover menu? What? Okay. How about we just crank that soldier boy? How high will you go? Okay. Update. Are you now smooth? Okay. Optimize. I don't think that's what I want. Yeah. Okay. Update. Let's see how this works. Ooh! Oh my goodness, look how crisp that boy is. Hold on one sec. I'm so egotistical about this. Give me one sec. Oh, nope. Come back here. God damn it. No, I can't select it. There you are. No, come back. Alright. Alright. Alright, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. No, I can't select anything. Fuck. Okay. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, by the way, whenever you close out of the window over here, you aren't able to select things. I don't know why that is. It's not the end of the world. It's just whenever you load this vector into Fusion 360, it's going to load into the side, same as you can see on this. So it's kind of a pain to scale and such, but it's not the end of the world. So save as SVG. Beautiful. These PC libraries. Yeah, just give me my camera. Yeah, give me pictures actually. Yeah. Yeah. Open. Save. Okay, that is all set with Inkscape. Now, doop. Close out saving. Close you as well. Don't need anything else. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and insert SVG. There you are. Now what I was talking about with that scale is this over here, so it like loads over to the side. That's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you over here. Gonna go ahead and make you a little smaller, little smaller, little smaller. There we go. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I like what that do. Okay. So now we just take this and extrude these 2 bits. Oh, what should it be for a desk? It's a 3 millimeters. Oh, yeah. Why are my bodies not visible? Oh, get out of here. There you go. 3 is really that thick, huh? Okay, cool. Let's go and do 2. 2 is a new body. Really? Huh, okay. It's kind of crazy. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and make another circle, which this one is going to be 50 as well, because this is going to be the cutout. And while the cutout is going to be 50, I need something that actually goes inside the desk a little bit. So that's going to be, what can we do with this? It's going to be Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Now, I don't know exactly what size it is, but it doesn't really matter. Let's go and do 5. 5 seems about right. Yeah, seems about right. Okay. And now printing this out of rubber, so these will all have some flex with it, so you'll be able to use it for the outlets and the cords. The cords will all just sit right on this, no problem on that one. TPU is incredibly durable, and I don't know if that's actually going to stay. I think that these little areas in here are going to have some difficulty with the print. So I'm just going to go ahead and save myself future headaches by cutting them off. And even if they do survive the print, they probably won't survive much use because of how little a TPU we're going to have over there. So once I have these sections closed off, I can select them and I can go ahead and extrude them as well. Or I could select an individual point and completely mess up my groove. -50, because what's overkill? Perfect. Yep, and that right there is good enough for me. All right. Then it's just a matter of getting it out, slicing it with TPU settings, and seeing how it actually prints. Okay, bye. Actually, before I go, I realized that there was some bits in the slicer that I should go ahead and cover. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, nope. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a mesh. Nope, I just need the temp. There we go. Okay. Now that's all done. I can go ahead and open up my slicer. Pull in this grommet. And then I can face it down. Now, here's the really big kicker. If you do print rubber on this build surface without anything to help the rubber actually, I want to say delaminate, but help the rubber peel away from the build plate, what's going to happen is the rubber is going to bind very, 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 very aggressively to your PEI, and it's probably going to actually tear chunks out of the nonstick coating that's on the top of it. It's an incredibly bad day. It's happened to me before. Now, one of the things that you can do to actually get around this is you can print with a PLA base, which is called a raft. And then, once you get done with the PLA raft base, you can begin to print TPU on top of that. So, the way that I do that is I can go ahead and go into these settings over here. Everything looks to be set in standard over here. All good. Infill is all good, skirt and brim. And then support material, that's all good. This is going to be where you find your raft. So I went ahead and put my raft in as 2 layers. Raft contact Z distance is going to be 0.1 and raft expansion is 1.5. So that raft is going to come up right there. So the raft is signified by this light green and this darker green. That darker green is going to be the part that actually makes contact with the TPU. And What I'm going to do in this slicer is I actually need to have a filament swap, so I know what the filament is. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for the first of TPU and then make that a separate color and then slice it again. Well, I know it's not actually, a color that's changing. It's actually the filament that's changing. I just need to keep that straight in my head while I go ahead and print this off. Now, here's the other thing too. Whenever you do get to your first color, you're probably going to need to actually like press down very gently on the x-axis on over on the side that doesn't have the z-axis motor on it, just to make sure that you do get a proper adhesion to the PLA on the bottom. Why do I also have a brim? I shouldn't have a brim. That's silly. No one should have a brim. Get out of here. Or not brim, skirt I should say. There we go. Do I not already have a TPU? Interesting. Perfect. All right. And what else do I have in here? All of that is solid? I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it could be worse. All right. We'll rock it and see if it rides. All right. That's pretty much it. Okay, thanks. Bye.